Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine, continue with dynasties or historical figures. I have talked about dynasty from the first Xia to the Qing, pretty much important dynasties and also important historical figures related to the throne, around the throne, either the emperor, empress, or the military leaders or the advisors. Today I'm going to talk about somebody you probably already know, Confucius. Who is this Confucius and what's the main idea of his thought? Because his thought was the ancient nation's foundation. He lived in the time between Qing dynasty, which is the BC. He lived well in the time of 5 nations. His home is located in the Qi, the country. The nation's name is Qi. I think in Shandong province. His official name is Qiu, which means a hill or crest. And he has another characters in his name called Zhongni. Zhongni means Zhong means the second. Ni is just a character. Probably just a person, so he's the second person in the home, the second son probably, and he's the center of his thought. He was a teacher. He had the capacity to gain the official title, but he couldn't hold it. So eventually he ended up with teach. He taught so many students. There's a famous of 72, I think about 72. They're either in the officials, or they're either famous literal writers, or they have their own thoughts recorded in the history to establish a stream of the thoughts. So about 72 of his students are very famous, but there are more than that. He had more than 72 students. So the core of the center of his thought is also the foundation of the country's culture. It's kindness, righteousness, discipline, I think, and also the faithfulness and the wisdom. So these are the 5 characters. I think if you just simply 5 characters, but implies a very rich content. For example, the first letter was kindness. Just show kindness to the parents, to the children, parents to children, children to parents, also to the people around, and also the passion from the heart. Means not vicious, not ambitious. So this is the kindness. So this is the first letter, and the second letter is righteous, which means has to be better, higher than this first letter, first character for Ren, which means kindness. So this righteous has to be higher than that kindness. On top of this kindness has to have the judgmental right in terms of the law, the inner character. So this is a very complex. Give you an example, like who is the righteous people in the nation very well respect. Example is Guan. This Guan, during the Tri-Nation period, he served Bei Liu from the southwest. He was captured along the 2 wives of Bei, the leader, so kept in Cao's camp. And Cao treated him so well. Every day gave him the precious gold, precious silk, and tried to keep him there. But he said, I appreciate what you have done, but I will continue to look for my brother, Bei. Whenever I heard about him, regardless what happened, I'm going to take my 2 sister-in-laws, the wives of the brother, and to follow him. So he was in the people's heart. He was really righteous, almost a semi-god. So a lot of people really at a certain time to burn the aroma or the scent in front of his figure or his statue. So this is the righteousness referred to, this kind of righteousness in Confucius' mind, the center of his thought, but not a lot of people. I think this Guan, Yun Chang Guan or Yu Guan is the one. I'll just give you examples. There's some other, either big or small, but the Guan, Yun Chang Guan is the biggest, the very well known this kind of character. So it's the righteousness. And the third character is, which is in Chinese called the Li, which means follow the discipline, follow the rules, either from smaller, like bow down to each other, to greet each other, to the large realm of the society, majority of people to follow. For example, during that time, what kind of the clothes they should wear, what kind of law you should follow. So this is about the discipline. So this, after this kindness, righteousness, and the discipline, and follow the rules and regulations. This is to define these 5 letters, 5 characters, five words really refer to the majority of the fit in the society. So and this, after this, the third, which is discipline. And then the other one, the fourth one is wisdom, or the mind of determination. Either you're confident or not confident in this realm, actually, or whether you have wisdom or not having wisdom. Really, it's asked. I think this this in Chinese character is called the zhi. It's kind of wisdom, but it's more than wisdom, associated with the confidence and also the vision to seeing through. It's called the penetrating the wood with your vision into 3 inches. So which means you have to have the far and deep vision in order to have this wisdom. And then the last of it is the xin, which means belief or faith, which is a loyalty or faithful, I believe. This is the last of these 5 of Confucius thought. So this the last one, which means believe or faithful, either to in terms of in the family, to spouse, in the parents, to the of course to the emperor, to the king, to the officials. So and also keep the name very well known. So this is about the 5 character, Chinese character, about the center of Confucius thought. So that is the really, you can say a lot of people say during 1970s, or there is some political reason to put this as a, it's like the limitation for human mind, for human thoughts. But on the other hand, I think after that period of time, a lot of time start to recall these 5 fundamental of humanity. You have to have the righteous, you have to have the kindness and the wisdom, and also the faithful and belief. So these are the still holding tightly, but in older people's mind. Even though in the young people probably still have this, but just in different way. We cannot say the same, for example, the kindness in the old fashion is different from the kindness in today's young people's mind. But still, in general, the education or the mind still encourage this kindness, righteousness, and wisdom, and faithfulness. So still emphasize this, just in different way. So this is about the Confucian. You probably already heard about him. I just put my understanding and to explain this about him and the center of his thought. I hope it. If you're composing or if you're writing, if you're writing something, especially for the your opinions, you can probably integrate this 5 important center of his thought put in your writing. But I'm going to stop here. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.